So here, this video, we learn about the structure of protein. So there are mainly four types of structure we have seen: primary, secondary, tertiary, and quaternary. Now, primary structure, which is a linear form where the amino acids that are joined by the peptide bond and forming a linear structure here. And this structure having an N-terminal where the amino group is free of amino acid, and a C-terminal where the carboxyl group is free. Otherwise, in between the amino acids, the carboxyl and amino group are involved in the peptide bond formation. Now, the next type of secondary structure is the protein structure that where the oxygen atom and hydrogen atom within the peptide bond that forming a partial hydrogen bond, and therefore uh, this forms a secondary structure. So there are mainly two types of secondary structure. One is the alpha helix, another one is the beta sheet. So here basically this is a helical structure that is occurred in the forming the alpha helix, and a sheet-like structure that is forming the beta sheet structure. Now, this is the basically a primary structure. This is the secondary structure, and the next type of structure is a tertiary structure, where in a polypeptide chain, basically in a single polypeptide chain, where the R groups that are forming covalent and non-covalent bond, and therefore forming a 3D globe-like structure, and that finally forms a tertiary structure. Here, in myoglobin molecule, we can see the tertiary structure. The next type of protein structure is the quaternary structure, where two or more polypeptide chain that are assembled and finally forming a 3D structure, which is seen in the hemoglobin, where the hemoglobin having four subunit of polypeptide chain that are assembled and forming the quaternary structure. Here the heme means a prosthetic group that attached with the four subunit of globin, forming the globin protein and finally forming the quaternary structure. So here is this is the polypeptide chain, one polypeptide chain, and forming a tertiary structure. And here there is the one or two or more polypeptide chain that are assembled and forming the quaternary structure. So first one is the primary, the second one is the secondary, and this is the tertiary, and this one is the quaternary structure.